Fine.
My name is Gwendolyn Boykin. I go to Hines Community College. The class is Public Speaking 1. The speech is on cloning. Cloning is the process of producing genetically identical individuals of an organism either naturally or artificially. In nature, many organisms produce clones through asexual reproduction. Cloning in biotechnology refers to the process of creating clones, organisms, or copies of cells or DNA fragments. Molecular cloning. Beyond biology, the term refers to the production of multiple copies of digital media or software. The term clone, invented by J.B.S. Haldane, is derived from the ancient Greek word klon, twig, referring to the process whereby a new plant can be created from a twig. In botany, the term lusus was traditionally used in horticulture. The spelling clone was used until the 20th century. The final E came into use to indicate the vowel is a long O instead of a short O. Since the term used the popular lexicon, in the more general context, the spelling clone has been used exclusively. The first mammal to ever be cloned was Dolly. There are several different breeds of sheep in the world. The sheep was focused on here are easy to remember though. One breed of the sheep is the Scottish blackface, and the other is a Fen Dorset. Which are easy about those names is the blackface actually has a black face. The Fen Dorset is all white. You know that the genetic material in our cells determines how we look on the outside. The black face of the black-faced sheep is determined by its genetic material, which means you can check to see who has the genetic material by just looking at their face. Very easy. This is how Dolly was made. The Scottish blackface was the egg donor. The Fen Dorset was the nuclear donor. They combined the cells using electric shock. Then they took it and once they combined the cells, they put the nucleus into the nuclear donor, which was the surrogate. Once that happened, the cells develops into a fetus. In about 5 months, a lamb is born. Her name was Dolly. In Dolly's case, the nucleus of an egg from a black-faced sheep was removed. The nucleus from a white-faced sheep was inserted into the egg. Now they have just one cell with the nucleus of the white-faced sheep, but the rest of the cell contained items from the black-faced sheep. The cell was placed into the black-faced sheep, whose egg it started out as. The cell eventually grew up and had made Dolly. Dolly was born with a white face. Black-faced sheep never have white-faced sheep. Dolly's face being white was good proof that the experiment was successful. But scientists double-checked Dolly's genetic material. They found that Dolly did have the exact same genetic material as the white-faced sheep that donated nucleus. Dolly did not have any genetic material from the black-faced sheep, who was her mother. The story was first published as a short report in a scientific journal called Nature. Dolly, who was a female domestic sheep and the first mammal to be cloned from an adult somatic cell using the process of nuclear transfer, was born on July 5, 1996 in Scotland, United Kingdom. Dolly's cause of death was lung disease and severe arthritis. She had children named Sally and Rosie was the twins. Lucy and Darcy and Cotton was triplets. And then there was Bunny. She was named after the country singer Dolly Parton. Dolly the sheep's resting place is the Natural Museum of Scotland. Her remains are on display. A Fen Dorset, such as Dolly, has had a life expectancy to around 11 to 12 years. But Dolly only lived 6.5 years. Dolly died on February 14, 2003. Dolly's cells looked a little older in a region of genetic material. But is that enough to cause premature aging? Dolly got arthritis, a disease that mainly affects older individuals, but again, no one can be sure if it was because she was a clone. Some animals get arthritis early in life. Dolly gave birth to her daughter. Dolly led an active, healthy sheep life until she passed away. Scientists decided to put her down to end her suffering. Dolly passed away when she was 6.5 years old. She is now stuffed on a display in Edinburgh, Scotland. Thank y'all.